So I'll just come in here and paste this and press enter. And there we go. We have Deepseek populating our table with the name, the company, website URL, and more importantly, the email address that we can use to contact this person or this company to sell our services. And in addition to that, we can set up this automation where whenever we add a new row into Google Sheet, it'll automatically send an email. Hey, so this is a follow-up to my previous video where I showed you how to build an AI agent. Now in this video, we are all about marketing this and selling our services. So this is part one where we have like beginner level lead generation, but then I'll make another video following up with this where we'll build a complete automated pipeline to generate leads from Google Maps. And even though we are using Deepseek in this video, you're free to use any other AI tools at your disposal, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, etc. So let's get started with this. And before that, if you like these kind of videos, then subscribe to my channel and hit that like button as well, and leave a comment on the sector that you're focusing on when you're doing your lead generation for your AI voice agents or any other services that you're selling. So here's what we're doing. We're going to use Google search for this, and it'll be really, really useful for this. So we are going to type in this command, and it might look a bit lengthier than the usual Google commands that we use, but I promise this is quite straightforward. First, we have the site, and here is where the site URL goes in. I'll show you a few examples in a second. Next, we want to type in our profession. Maybe it's lawyers, realtors, restaurants, whatever it is. We just put this in, and then we've put in the most common email IDs like Gmail, Yahoo, iCloud, Outlook, and Hotmail, and so on. And if you have a few email domains that you know that you want to target, then you can add them here as well. So here's an example. We have site Instagram.com, and in Instagram we are searching for life coaches, and we also want to find out if those life coaches on their profile have included an email address, which is gmail.com in this case. And you have other popular ones as well, but most of the time I stick to Gmail or Hotmail or even Outlook, and they seem to do most job. And here's another example. If you're particularly active on LinkedIn, and more importantly your customers are going to be active on LinkedIn, you can do this and then search for surgeons, Gmail, again do the same thing. So let's quickly give this a try and see what kind of results we are going to get. So here I am on Google. I've already run this search, so I'm searching for Facebook over here, and I'm searching for realtor, and I also added NYC over here for New York City, and I'm looking at Gmail or Hotmail, and I have some results over here, and these look okay. So I say look okay because if I look for Gmail, I see gmail.com over here, and if I scroll down a bit, I have a Gmail over here for this realtor, and I have a Gmail over here as well. Now you could copy and paste by manually looking through these results and put them in a Google Sheet, but we want to use AI for this. So let's come back to our board over here, and this is the Deepseek prompt. And like I said, you don't have to stick to Deepseek. You can just look at ChatGPT as well if that's more accessible. So all we're saying is format the data below into a table with these columns: full name, company name, website, email, and phone number. And we're going to come back to our Google search results and just press Command A or Control A, and this should select just everything. And then just hit Command C or copy this, come to Deepseek, and let's open a new chat, and let me just paste all this in. I'll also come back to my prompt, and I can scroll to the top, move this around a bit, make some space, and paste my prompt. So I'm giving it the prompt, and I'm saying this is my content, and I can just press enter, and this should start doing its job. The preview that I showed initially, so you see here it's generating a table for us. So you can see there were a few not provided up here, and it started to look up other email addresses that were all in the search result. So again, how this is working is it's not going through each of these websites, it's just looking at the data that's already present here. So what I can do is I can click on page 2 now, and hopefully we'll have more over here. I can just copy this again, come to Deepseek. So once I have more results from page 2, I can just copy all of this again, come back to Deepseek, and add in a prompt saying here's more data, parse this and add to my table, and paste this content over here, and it's going to add to the table. So previously we were at a real estate team, so this was all from search page 1, and now we have all of these results as well, which are from page 2. So once you have this, you can keep doing this for as long as you want. You can go through all these pages, and you can even try on Bing search as well if some of these return no results. But let's imagine you've done all of this and you've got like hundreds of leads now. So all you want to do is copy this. So let me just select all of this, Command C, and I can come into my Google Sheet. So once in again, I'm in my Google Sheet. I'm just going to select one of these cells and press Command V or paste the results. So once this is here, all I have to do is click on this over here by selecting all of this and press double click there, and then it's going to auto format for me. So I can see here we have a few of these values, and if I want, I can delete these rows or I can manually find it and add it over here. So just as an example, let's also try Instagram.com. And once I press enter, it's going to give me only the results from Instagram.com and where we have the email addresses available. So again, you can just copy this, come back here, and you can just say add these to my list. And you can see we have some results from Instagram added in here as well. So you can keep doing this again and again. But what next? What do we want to do here once we have this? This is where we want to do some simple automation using make.com. So you don't need a separate email address or anything. You can still send all these people emails from your own account. But do be mindful that you don't want to send them too many emails per day, because that's going to flag your email as spam and then all your emails will end up in spam. Maybe one every hour is fine. Or if you have a custom domain, you can create multiple emails within the same domain, or even buy similar sounding domains to do your email outreach. And email marketing is a big field and there's so many good videos online about how to do all these things, but this is good enough to get you started. So let me come to make.com, and once I log in, I'm in this all scenarios tab in here, and click on create a new scenario. And once I'm here, the first thing that we want to do is select Google Sheets, and here we want to watch for new rows that were added into the Google Sheet, and this is going to be our trigger. So I'll just click on that, and I've already set up my connection, but if you haven't done that, you can come in here, click on add, and that should help you set up your connection to Google Drive and Google Sheet. And to connect Google Sheet, you would need your Google Sheet ID. That's the easiest way that I've found to work. So what I can do here is copy all this ID until this part over here. So that's going to be my Google Sheet ID. Come back to make.com and say search by all, and I can just paste in my spreadsheet ID over here, and it's going to auto populate some of these things. If not, you can always select search by path and you can give it your path, but this is the easiest way that I found. So sheet name, I'm going to say sheet 3, and it does contain headers. So here I'm going to say limit is going to be 1. So this is the only one result per every 15 minutes. If I set this to run every 15 minutes, or if I set this to run every hour, we'll just get one row from here, and then I'll hit save. And we want to start from the first row, so I'll just hit save again. And then if I click on this, there'll be Gmail as well, so I can search for Gmail and send an email. And for the recipient, I'm going to say email ID because that's the field I have. And for the subject, I'm just going to write quick question. And for the content, I'll just leave it as small as possible. So I'll just say, I just want to know if you guys are still taking new clients. I run an AI voice agent / automation agency that can improve your conversion by 50 to 70% in 90 days. Can I send a report over to you? And then just sign it. And a very small email is great because that's going to be easy for the user to digest. And hopefully if it's something of interest for them, they'll be able to respond quickly as well. So I can just hit on save. And once I hit run on this, it's start running this automation, and it'll start going through the leads and then start sending over an email to them. So if you remember in the email, we said we'll send a report if the person was interested. So what is this report that we can send? So this is where we want to create an irresistible offer with that report that we're about to send. So how do we generate this the most easiest way? And the most easiest way is by looking through your competitors and see what kind of reports or ads they're running, so that you can copy them and then tweak them slightly so that you can make it your own. So here I have listed Facebook Ads Library and LinkedIn Ads Library, which are like really nice tools. So you can just come in here. So if I just select Facebook Ads Library, so I'll be on this page, Ad Library. I can come in here and choose a category and search for things. So I'll just say all ads in the category, and I'll say AI voice agents. So these are all the ads that are running in February 2025. And here we have Humanizer. Looks like they're selling AI agent over here, and you can see another AI automation agency owner. So there's something over here for them, AI auto dialer. So this is a really cool hack where you can just look through these, and maybe you can even click on one of these. So if I click on learn more over here, it's going to open up this landing page for me, so I can read through this and see if there's an offer or a report that we can get inspired by and try to incorporate some of our own insights into those reports and then send them over to our leads who respond with an interest. So that was Facebook ads library. I can do the same on LinkedIn ad library as well. So I can just come in here and say AI voice agents, and you'll see all these ads that people are running, and you can see these are kind of the ads that people are paying for, which means it's kind of bringing them some returns. So they're able to make money out of this, especially if you're looking on Facebook ads. If you click on one of these where it says see ad details, you'll be able to see when they started running and how long it's been active. So if you find one that's particularly running for a very long time, that means that ad is really successful. So there's something that you can learn from that ad or even copy from that ad. So here we have Chatbot Summit, Fluent AI. So this is a really good one. Cognitive. With cognitive voice agents, you can significantly reduce the size of your existing calling team. This is amazing. I can click on this view details, and if I click on this, this is actually taking me to a YouTube video, but this is still great. You can look at all these things and build an offer or a report, whatever it is, that you can send to your leads. So there you have it. Hopefully this was useful and you'll find this one easy to follow. And if you did follow this, leave a comment on what you did, and like always, subscribe to this channel and hit on the like button as well. And watch out for the second part in this video where we are going to look through custom scraping using make.com again, but on Google Maps, which is going to be even more powerful, especially if your services are localized to a certain location. Until then, see you.